South African Apartheid. Warning: the related content may be disturbing to some individuals. Viewer discretion is advised. Exploration in Apartheid. Apartheid has a relation to exploration for the reasons of the national government, which was made up of wide-spreading policies of segregation among South Africa. The issues of apartheid eventually spread countrywide then nationwide. People agreed it was getting to be a global issue, but the subject had matters following apartheid needing to be elaborated on. After Nelson Mandela's prison sentence, he was freed shortly after protests and debates were started. He had once again investigated the issue and started to reason and slowly open the minds of the National Party. Encounters in Apartheid. During the apartheid in South Africa, there was many encounters that happened. Some anti-apartheid activists and pro-apartheid activists. There were encounters with the people of South Africa, government, police, and encounters with different political groups. And also different races coming in contact in public facilities, job discrimination, and the difference in educational standards led to Mandela's encounter with apartheid. Apartheid was a new conflict that would soon be hard and spread nationally. Nelson Mandela took action and displayed his opposition through the anti-apartheid movement. Mandela had no intention of coming in contact with his enemy with violence. The anti-apartheid movement was meant to meet in the middle with the National Party with good reason, but the battle of apartheid could not be fought without violence. The following pictures are of some people Mandela encountered on his journey, and some people that came in contact with the people of South Africa. Joe Salavo, navigator between anti-apartheid groups. Ruth First, anti-apartheid activist and investigative journalist. Leon Sullivan, Baptist minister and anti-apartheid activist. Desmond Tutu was a South African icon due to him rising up and trying to help the people of South Africa recover from apartheid. Oliver Tambo, anti-apartheid activist. Robert Sobukwe, national leader and Pan-Africanist Congress founder. Helen Suzan, member of the Progressive Party. Steve Biko, political activist and leader of the Black Consciousness Movement. Exchange in apartheid. The apartheid caused people to exchange perspectives, emotion, and especially opinion on how people should be treated and housed as individual human beings. Whites were superior to blacks in the era of segregation because of the low standards of blacks and the double standards between blacks and whites. It caused the exchange of violence between them and brought forth different ideals. There was an exchange of voices that were trying to be heard, from anti-apartheid activists to artists. They all came at the problem of apartheid in different ways, whether violence, riots, or speeches. They all had one thing in common. They wanted to be heard. They wanted a change within South Africa. There was an exchange in opinions, not only through riots and protests, but also in art, from poetry to graffiti and music. This also caused for an exchange of culture. The exchange didn't just stay stationary, it traveled all around the globe. For people in the United States could read the poetry from poets in South Africa from the apartheid time period and get a glimpse of what the people in South Africa were going through. Credits: Mercedes Johnson. Editor: Sydney Quinn. Informant: Mercedes Johnson. Voice: Sydney Quinn. Producer: Mercedes Johnson. Co-producer. We claim no ownership of the photos used in this production. Thank you for watching.